Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial we will talk about grouping data in SQL Server. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is how to group data in SQL Server tables. So in SQL Server, using group by, you can aggregate data based on a common column or set of columns. So to group the data together, we use the group by clause. The group by clause is used in conjunction with the aggregation functions such as sum, count, average, min and max. So let's see how we can aggregate the data in SQL Server. So let's jump to the demo. So we got the orders table here, and this particular table contains orders for different customers, and total we have the 15 records. So order ID is the primary key, and then we have the data for the different customers. So this is the customer ID, and then this is the order date, and this is the amount. So after grouping the data on the customer ID, we can identify like how many records a customer ID contains in this particular table, and how much money a customer has spent. And if you want to know like how much money a customer has spent in a particular year or in a particular month, then you can easily do that using the group by function. So if you look at this particular column, the customer ID 1, it has 2 records, and the customer ID 2 also have the 2 records. And if you see the customer ID 5, so it has the 5 records. So if you just want to know like how many records a customer has in this particular table, so you can use the group by function, and we can use it along with the count function. So let's see how we can use it. So I can write the aggregation query here, select, and I can copy this one from orders. So I will select the customer ID from here, and I will use the count function if I want to know like how many records a particular customer contains in this particular table. So I will use count star as CNT from orders, and then I will use the group by function, group by and the customer ID, like whatever column you will select in the select list, those particular columns we need to put in the group by as well. So if I execute this query, then it will show me how many times a particular customer ID is present in this particular table. It will tell you the count of each customer. Okay, so let me execute this query. So you can see that the customer ID 1, it is present 2 times, the customer ID 2 is present 2 times, and the customer ID 5 is present 4 times. So this is giving us the count. Now if you want to know like how much money a particular customer has spent, then we can use the sum function. So what I can do, I can simply copy the same query from here. So now instead of the count function, we will use the sum function, and we will sum up the amount. So I will put the amount column here, and it will be like total amount, I will call it, and we will group by on the customer ID. That's fine. So let me execute this query and see. So you can see that this is showing you the total money spent by each customer. So the customer ID 1, it has spent $150, and the customer ID 5, it has spent $375. Now this is showing you the sum of the amount. Now if you want to know like how much is the minimum amount spent by a customer, or how much is the maximum amount spent by a customer, or the average amount, then we can use the minimum, max or average function. So let me copy and paste the same query, and instead of the sum, I will put a minimum value here. So this will show you the minimum amount spent by a customer. So you can see that this is the minimum amount, and let me just execute both the queries together so that you can just compare the data. So this is the total amount spent by the customer ID 1, $150, and this is the minimum amount spent by the customer 1. And if you see for the customer ID 5, this is the total amount $375 spent by him, and this is the minimum amount 50 spent by him. Okay, so this is the minimum, and if you want to know the like average amount spent by the customer, so we can do the average here as well, and this will show you the average money spent by the customer. Okay, now if you see the second query, this one, so this is showing you the total expense by each customer. Okay, and if I show you the table, so in the table we have the order date as well. So if you look at this one, so the customer ID 1, it has spent some amount in the 2021, and it has also spent some amount in the 2022. Similarly, if you look at the customer ID 4, so it has spent some amount in the 2022, and then it has spent some amount in the 2023 as well. Okay, so if you want to know like how much money a customer has spent in different years, then how you can do that? So right now in this particular query, we are doing the group by on the customer ID, and we are doing the sum of the amount. Now if you want to know like how much money a particular customer has spent in every year, like on yearly basis, then we can do a group by on the year as well. So we can just get the year from the order date and we can do a group by on the year as well. So let me just copy this one and let me paste it here. So what we can do, we can put the order date here and order date, and we can get the year from it. So we can use the year function in SQL Server, and we can call it as year, and now we can do the group by on this one as well. So if you are using an extra column here, so we need to do a group by on that particular column as well. So we can put a comma here and then we can paste the column name. Now what we are doing, if you look at this particular query, that we are doing a group by on these two columns, like the customer ID and on the order date year column, and we are doing a sum of the amount. Okay, so the group by is being done on these two columns. Okay, I think we don't need to put the alias on the year. Okay, and this particular query should work. So if I execute this query, then this will show you that we have done a group by on the customer ID and on the year from the order date, and it is showing you that the customer ID 1 has spent $100 in 2021 and in 2022 he has spent $50. Similarly, for the customer ID 4, he has spent $300 in 2022 and in the 2023 he has spent $200. Okay, so while aggregating the data in the SQL Server, on whatever columns you are aggregating the data, for example, if I am aggregating the data on customer ID and on the year column, then we need to put the same columns in the group by as well. So for example, if I will remove the year from here and if I execute the query, then this will fail. Okay, this is saying that the order date is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in either an aggregate function or the group by clause. So if we have used the year here, so we need to put the year in the group by as well. Okay, and this is the aggregate function, so we can put it here. Okay, so that's fine. So this is how you can just group by data on different columns in the SQL Server, and then we can get the sum, count, average, min and max for those particular data set. So I think that's it for today's video, and I will share the create table statement for the orders table, and I will also share these queries as well so that you can test it in your environment as well. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button, do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.